So hello and welcome to Ewe Sew You. My name's Zoe and this is my channel all about the crafty bits and pieces I get up to. I knit, I sew, I spin on a drop spindle, I dabble in weaving from time to time, and anything else that takes my crafty fancy. But today we're looking at some needle felting, so grab a brew, put your feet up and let's get started. Welcome back to any returning viewers, and to any new viewers a very warm welcome to you. As I mentioned at the opening to this video, we're looking at needle felting today. Hopefully it's not going to be too warm to be dealing with woolly stuff. We're at the start of another heat wave in the UK. Yay. So needle felting is not something I do particularly often. I've had a little bit of a go with a couple of kits in the past, but they generally come with like a little polystyrene egg or shape or something for you to try and felt things onto. Polystyrene doesn't really want to hold on to wool fibres, so it's a bit tricky to get going. So we were over in Nottingham not so long ago and popped into the bead shop, and they had some felting kits. It's not kits they've made themselves, so I'll put the name of the company that put the kit together on the screen and the link to their website down in the description box below. But this particular kit comes with wire and pipe cleaners to make an armature or a skeleton to felt onto. So the first layer of wool you're felting into the pipe cleaners. So it's a bit more of an advanced kit, because why not dive straight in when you can. So this is my skeleton. Put a comment in the box down below if you think you know what it is I'm making. There's my little guy, my little skeleton. And he is ready to have his first layer of wool felted onto the pipe cleaners. So let me flip the camera around and we'll get going with that. Okay, so in your kit with this particular project, you get your wire and your pipe cleaners and obviously instructions. It tells you how to cut your wires and how to shape them and get your skeleton put together. You get a whole load of fibre. This is just the largest chunk that they use for you to create your shape of your creature, so you get other colours in there as well. You also get any things that you need for detail, so eyes, that kind of thing, and you get your needle felting needles. They suggest taping them together for faster felting, but I'm not going to do that until I've got the initial bit on my skeleton, and the reason for that will become clear. They also give you a little polystyrene pad to put things on and stab, because you're stabbing, you need to watch your fingers and your furniture and all that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm only going to be using one of the needles to begin with, but they give you three, so I'm just going to move the two out of the way, away from me, because they are sharp. They're also a little bit on the fragile side, because they're quite fine. I'm just going to get a little bit of the fibre off my bump. I don't think I'm going to need very much at all to get started with, because I'm going to be building up in layers. So I'm going to take a little bit of the fibre and I'm going to wrap it around this arm with the pipe cleaner on, and I'm going to put it against my mat. I'm going to keep an eye on my fingers. I'm going to keep an eye on where the wire is. I don't want to be hitting the wire with my needle because I don't want to break my needle. So I'm just going to stab the fibre against the pipe cleaner. I'm being quite careful. I am occasionally striking the wire, so obviously you want to be careful for that. You also don't want to be stabbing your fingers. You can hopefully already see that it's starting to compact down into the pipe cleaner. And we want to move them around, make sure we're felting both sides. So you can see this side is significantly fluffier than the other side. So you want to be moving the needle straight rather than wiggling it around. It's just straight in and out. Felting needles have barbs on them, which is what felts the fibres together. So they catch the fibres and tangle them up. And I'm going to have to do this all the way over the entire skeleton, so it's going to take me a bit of time. But yeah, you can already see it's attached on there, it's not going anywhere, and we're starting to build up this guy's little arm. So I'm going to get a similar layer all the way over the whole skeleton and use the same manner to do it. So it's quite relaxing. If you've had a bad day and you want to stab stuff, it's a good craft for that. So I'm going to keep going with this, and I'll update you on my progress a little bit later on. Okay, so I've got both the front arms done. It's taken a bit of contortion of this little skeleton to do it, but they are both covered. This arm's a little skinnier than that arm, but because you're building up the layers of the felting as you sculpt the creature, that will change as I go. I obviously need to do his other legs and his spine. But yeah, I'm not going to tell you what it is that I'm making until he's done. I'll show you when he's finished. So yeah, pop your guesses down in the comments below. It'd be really interesting to see what you guys think I'm making. So he's shaped like that. Let's lie him down on his side. And I'll pop the camera up a little higher if I can. Oh, there's the edge of my table. There we go. So that's my little guy. And to say, let me know what you think I'm making, and we'll see when it's finished who was right. And here we have little guy with all of his skeleton covered. Let's turn him around that way so he fits in the shot. So yeah, maybe that'll give you some more clues as to what he might be. So I hope you found that useful and interesting. Now I'm not going to tell you what the creature is that I'm making until it's done, so keep your eyes out for that in the roundup videos. Hopefully I'll have him done in time for the what I've been making in August video, but it might be September, we'll see. Which is a monthly video that I do throughout the year, and in between times each week I release a video that's more like this one, so showing you how I actually go about doing stuff. So it could be a particular craft or a technique or a project, and I'd love to see you in the next one. So until then, happy crafting and bye bye for now.